Hey, welcome to the Blaize interviews and the Blazing Shark podcast. This is my man Phil.
Hey, what up?
We want to plug yourself right now?
Oh yeah, my name's Phil Will. You can catch me at your local shows around North Hollywood and Burbank. Oh, my man said put that shit on the coaster.
Yeah, please. I didn't realize that till now, so I didn't want.
My Instagram is at in general.
In general.
Yeah.
This man, in general, is a funny ass man. In general.
I appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, but
thank you for
hey,
saying that.
You're welcome, my friend.
I'm doing my podcast voice right now.
As when he talks a little bit more seductively,
Yeah.
You know when it's like, you.
Gotta lower that.
Welcome to the Cinnamon Hour with DJ Phil.
Yes.
Call me, ladies, what you want. We got that new Chris Brown, and we gonna have you going funky tonight.
That's right, baby. Hard
Yeah.
and smooth at the same time.
Some hard and smooth.
Like a strong ass whiskey.
Hey, man. I love that Crown. Honestly, I love whiskey. My favorite type of whiskey is what we sip on, which is
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal.
Yeah.
I love Crown Royal. My specialty is Crown Royal Sprite with a light ice on top.
We should probably do a commercial for them. So like when you get the sponsorship, you've already been working.
I would love to.
No, I mean right now.
Right now?
Like, we're going to do an ad read.
Ad read?
For Crown Royal. So what would you say? Like,
Crown Royal. For the smoothest of men.
Crown Royal. We even give you a bag to keep your condoms in.
I ain't gonna lie though. Yo, hold on, Phil. I haven't shown this on the podcast yet. We're gonna take a pause for the podcast. I'm gonna show you something real quick.
Yeah.
And you don't think I'm a goon for this?
All right. I'm
gonna throw this shit over the well.
If it's a Crown Royal bag full of condoms, I won't. I'm gonna be like.
Not even.
Oh.
Even worse, my friend. Even worse. Ready? Hold on. I can't even. I
Yo, I got their slogan, bro. I got a whole. Are we still on?
We're still filming.
I got their slogan right now.
Look at this. Hold on.
Hey.
Wait.
All right, hold up. Hold on. Oh, this nigga collects them. My hands are off.
You know feel how firm those bags are.
A single solid catch yet.
Like these are footballs. Hold on. I got still like 6 more bags in the room.
What you have is a problem. So.
Hold on, honestly, this took me. This is about 2 years. These are my favorite ones, honestly. Yo, Crown Royal. These football ones.
Bro, I just came up with their slogan.
I'm
I'm doing it y'all right now. Crown Royal. Get to the bag. There it is.
There it is.
Get to the bag.
Get to the bag. Honestly,
like,
I love this shit, man.
They need to pay me.
They should. You're already wearing purple right now.
And I'm wearing purple. Listen. At in general, that is NGENERAL. That is it.
Look at it. Lucy's
As in
having fun.
a generalization, like when people say in general, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Just take out the I, because I'm the I. Can we strike that from the podcast?
Oh, how the editor decide that.
I'm ashamed of that.
Hey, man. But I've known you, I know you through Baka, which is, I know a lot about comedy through Baka, which is fun because, every time I do a Baka show, I always love to say it's comedy roulette. You're just waiting to waiting to hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which show are you getting?
I honestly, I love the Saints and Sinners one.
Yeah.
He has this new one in downtown LA. It's more towards K-Town area. I forget the name of it, but it's pretty close. It's not too far from here.
Bro, he pissed me off today.
Well, today's Friday. Yeah, Saints and Sinners is today.
Yeah, I was like, bro, you got a show tonight? He was like, it's booked. I'm like, what?
Not even.
Bro, you trying to play me, dog?
Not even.
He really said that shit, man.
He said it's booked.
I promise.
I've never heard Baka said a show of his is booked.
Bro.
He's always like, I can get you tonight. Every time. You're the first person I've ever heard Baka said is booked.
Then he tried to imply it wasn't funny.
He tried what?
I promise. Yeah.
Lies.
I got the receipts, bro.
I swear, screenshot.
I got some heat. I had some heat that I wrote today, and I was like, hurt back and everything. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go do a show.
What show you doing tonight? Is it not doing a show?
I was gonna do it tonight, but he said he was booked, and I was like, all right.
Bro, I bet if you pull up right now.
I know if I pull up, I can go up, but you know what? That's cool. That's cool. I remember that shit, Baka.
Baka, watch out. Phil got you. Phil's coming for you. And I didn't start this beef. I'm just here facilitating it.
Ain't no beef. I'm just saying. He said I couldn't pull up. And I'm like, wow, dude. I'm right around the corner.
I know. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Like last things I knew you were doing doing the roast battles at the comedy store. How has that been going for you? The roast battles.
Honestly, good and not good. The first one I got roasted by Alyssa.
Alyssa Petit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I knew Alyssa from college. She's from Hawaii. Yeah. I met her in Hawaii. Oh yeah. And she did some great shit there. And then I met her again out here in LA. That girl's been doing nothing but heat for at least 7 years now. Yeah. She's been doing heat for at least 7-8 years. Like I ain't gonna lie, that girl, Alyssa Petit. I don't care what anyone says. Girl brings the heat.
No, she did, and she got me. Enough about that.
Enough about that. Let me get crushed by.
No, man, she hurt my mom's feelings with the fucking joke, bro. Like,
I remember she posted that shit. She posted that shit, and that shit got like 100,000 views.
It did. The roast battle.
Did she not? Did you get any revenue for that? Nah.
Hell no. But I do have the ability to go back. Win again versus Catherine Yoon. Mm-hmm. That roast went differently because I managed to not tell Catherine that we had a roast until the day of.
How do you do that? First off, how and why do you do that? I feel like that's a little shady, my friend.
Now here's the thing. I know it sounds shady, but I promise you, it wasn't my intent. It's just how it went down.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
When I was texting her about this situation, I was like, yo, email this place. I'm going to email them, and we'll get it set up. And in my mind, she was going to email as well. Mm-hmm. And when I got the return email, I just assumed she also got the return email, right? And that's not what happened. So I'm like, it was weeks passed, and I hit her up the day. I was like, "Yo, you ready for the night?" She's like, "What are you talking about?"
She's like, "Fuck."
We got roast battle at the comedy store, and she's like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Nah." And then she's like, "Well, fuck it. I guess I'll go."
I mean, it's hard to turn down an opportunity at the comedy store, even if you know you're gonna bomb. Yeah. It's hard to turn down an opportunity to perform at any length at the comedy store.
The truth, that's so true, because honestly, it's not even just about your performance.
No.
It's about the people you meet. Because everybody there has bombed.
That 100%, 100%. If you ever heard a comment say, "Oh, I never bombed," fuck that motherfucker. He's a lying ass motherfucker. He's a lying ass motherfucker.
Like my first few times in comedy, I didn't bomb, and I felt like it would never happen. And then probably around my 7th show,
you hit it. It hit you in the face. Like a foot to the face, a steel toe.
Personal, I took that shit so personal, bro.
You was in your room for a week, like just.
Bro, I was walking back to my house, my car cussing them out in my head.
Like fuck them motherfuckers, like.
Yeah, they don't know shit. Goddamn rednecks, like bro, everything. And I'd be honest, to this day, I still take it personal.
And honestly,
unless I feel that. It's just me.
I feel that because sometimes there's some shows where you do something and it's like. It's not your best shit. Like, you feel it. Yeah. You feel like it's just like, I just ain't got it. I mean, it's like a pitcher. Like a pitcher you out there and you're like,
I got my stuff.
I got my stuff. Like, it's the second inning and the coach, and you're like, Coach, Coach, it's just not working today. Like, I don't know what it is. It's
like
just
the first half of a Rocky fight. You know
you boxing like this.
He ain't gonna. Yeah, that's how he ain't
gonna come.
Bro, I'm telling you. But now, I feel like one of the things that was making me bomb is I wasn't talking to the audience.
That's I've heard that before. I've heard that statement before.
Like, I don't mean being conversational. I mean like I was just doing jokes. Like I was just talking into a microphone.
You're just doing something instead of just relating to the crowd.
Exactly.
Trying to like, hey, who are you? Like,
right.
How are we connecting?
That part.
That's hard because like I feel like, and when you're a comic doing like when you do an open mic and you go later in the mic, it's a little easier to do it because then you just riff on what other comics say.
That part, it's easier to connect. Yeah.
But then if you do it like to a cold turkey crowd, it's like, all right, how am I gonna make this cold turkey crowd come to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's a lot of skill.
Yeah. My last bomb was at this this Shannon Hardy show.
Shannon Hardy. I don't think I know Shan Hardy.
Yeah, you definitely don't, because you will remember.
What does that even mean? I'd remember. I'd remember Shan Hardy. God damn right, I remember.
She's pretty fine. Like, you know, she's booking shows. Like you know what I mean? Like,
rule number one to me in this industry: don't sleep with who you work with.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping with her.
I don't comment. I don't comment on people. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not turning her down. She has not made that a possibility. But I'm just saying, like, if there's a beautiful woman booking shows, like, she's gonna be hard to forget.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
There's plenty of fine women in comedy.
Yeah, plenty.
Plenty.
And when they book you,
you remember that shit.
Yeah. So, anyway, I bombed at her show, and it was like nothing but women.
Oh.
And they were like pretty fine actually. Like it was like my dream show.
They used it with imp.
Yeah, my comedy didn't show up that day. I felt terrible.
Why is that? What do you feel happened? Like
I didn't talk to them.
You didn't talk. Oh, like, you didn't find a reason to connect. You were just talking. You weren't talking to them.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel that. That's a very powerful thing to like think about. Like especially not even like comedy, but even like in music, like performing to the people. Instead of just performing to perform.
That's the difference.
Oh, that's a beautiful way of thinking about it. I appreciate that.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Performing to the people.
You got to. At least out here. You know, especially, you know, people's time is so valuable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because out here, there's so many things to do. When they choose to be sitting in front of you, when they could be looking at the beach.
Doing whatever, going to the mountains, going to hiking.
They could be doing mushrooms in fucking Yosemite.
Yeah, like they could be doing a whole bunch of other shit. Like,
I
mean, they can go. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what? One of my new favorite pastimes is go to musical and operas.
Yeah.
Like, recent ones. You've seen the Hadestown or heard of Hadestown?
I have not.
It is an amazing. Like production and everything, and it's a very diverse crowd, like a very diverse cast.
Yeah.
Like they have like Hades and her Prophecy, I forget her name, the main female, but it's basically this Greek tale. Persephone. Why is it everyone but me can remember Persephone? Everyone but me can remember Persephone. But the woman, the Greek goddess of spring.
Yeah.
So she's bringing Greek, but it's like that tale, and it's a very beautiful tale, and it's a very great tale, and I loved it. And like me and my roommate saw it, and like Hades, the dude who played Hades, he had such a deep voice, like. Like I can't even do how like good. It was like not even it was like even like 10 octaves lower than like and this dude was like belting and singing and it was just like this shit was like I think I have enough testosterone. My balls don't hang low enough to sing out, motherfucker.
He performed in his podcast voice, is what you're saying.
Yeah, even lower than your podcast, like that, but like loudly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like April, like that shit was.
It's
like
also a gift.
It is a gift. No, I'm not saying that man was talented.
Yeah.
I forget the actor's name the day that we went. I think it was one of the understudies. I don't think it was the main person.
Yeah. Because
we went on like a Sunday. I personally actually go on a Sunday because it's cheaper usually.
Right.
You can get like the like 6 o'clock show. Like a 6-7 o'clock show is better than like a 9 o'clock show.
Yeah. Because
then you're out there by like 9 and like you have the rest of your afternoon evening to like chill out.
And you got to look at the psyche of the performer. Mm-hmm. Sunday night, that's the last show of like the week. They probably tired of that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to catch them in that sweet spot.
Mm-hmm. But one of my favorite things about you is I really want to know about your what does it take to become certified as a flight for your drones? Yeah, your drones. Like, what does it take to do it? Because I feel like because the way it seems like anyone can pick up a drone and fly it, but it's not true. No. Especially here in Los Angeles. Like this man, you can show it to the camera over there if you want to. Like you can put your.
I'll show him. Here's the thing: anybody can fly a drone, but not everyone can fly it well.
Amen. You show the ground. I'm gonna pull up the.
This motherfucker made
biscuits.
But this, I don't even know where the camera's at.
Well, it's right there. It's,
I see it. Yeah.
See it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to zoom in if you want to see it. Cause I ain't walking over to the camera. But that is my Series 107 certified Department of Transportation, Federal Aviation Administration.
Federal?
That's right.
They got your fingerprints and all that?
Yeah, I believe.
God damn.
And I'm a SUAS pilot, small unmanned aircraft system. And that test is not easy. Like, if I showed you a fucking flight map, like, it'll blow your mind. And you have to, like, know all this shit. Like, you need to be able to read a flight map, know how to read a radio transmission and the frequencies and the different terminology that they use to help you identify different things in a flight path.
Can you give an example of that?
Okay, so you just have to know the basic rules, like your height, like the floor of a flight zone. So a Class C airspace, you're going to have a floor.
What's Class C?
So you got A, B, C, airspace, and there's a couple more. I really don't remember all the details. You're putting me on the spot.
Sorry. I'm like, this is your fucking exam right now, motherfucker. Answer the shit or you fucking fail.
But yeah, like the Class C airspace, basically is like 400 feet and up will be Class.
That's not that high. That's what
That's not that high.
That's not that high. It's what, like 2 football fields?
No, it's 4.
4
Oh
football
no, I'm sorry. That's 1 and a third, 400 feet.
1 and a third. Okay, 1 and a third. Yeah,
because
okay.
300 feet is a football field.
Yes.
So, something like that. You need to know that, like, that's like you can't fly above that level with your drone in certain areas because anything above that is restricted airspace.
Especially like places like hospitals, places like airports.
Airports. Not so much hospitals.
Really?
Not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about like police departments?
You can fly.
So it's mainly just airports you should be worried about?
Yeah, because they don't want you fucking with the planes.
That's a huge thing because
Yeah.
especially like you got like 200, 300 people in the fucking pilot in the flight. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, the drone ain't gonna do shit to an airplane. Like, not a commercial plane. Like,
what if it gets caught in the fucking engine?
It'll just destroy it.
Is like the engine won't get fucked up? Like,
I mean, it can't be that much worse than a bird. You know what I mean? Like, it can't be.
I wouldn't know.
It can't be that much worse. So you just
they're fresh.
Straight.
They're fresh.
Are these gluten free?
Pilder's Doughboy.
Yeah. The Grand's biscuits.
Original, man. Like extra. The Grand's ones.
Nah, Lucy.
I love biscuits though.
Yeah. You like them plain, huh?
You want some butter?
These taste great right now.
The thing is that, like, I'm lactose intolerant, so it's either the original or the buttermilk.
Right.
The buttermilk. You know what I have to use? I use vegan butter now.
Right.
Just so, otherwise, if I didn't use the vegan butter, my tummy, bubbly.
Now, where I'm from, we don't serve these people.
You don't serve these types. No, that Pilsner old boy. Where are you from again?
I'm from the South. I live in Atlanta. Our biscuits are more home style. They look more like a Popeye's biscuit. Like, that's how they look. That's how everybody makes them, and that's how you buy them. These.
Wait. I have a question. Popeyes, KFC, Church's Chicken biscuit. Mm-hmm. Those are my top 3 biscuits. Which one in your order? What is it?
Okay, so I'm leaning Church's, but that's because they come with the honey butter.
You know what?
Okay.
Facts.
Popeyes is good, but it'll fucking choke you. You know what I'm saying?
They too dry.
They're too dry. And
KFC?
I don't eat that.
You really don't do no 7 spices?
I'll be honest, I don't eat none of that shit no more.
Nah, it's been a minute.
Now that I moved to Cali, I don't even fuck with that shit.
You don't fuck with shit? What's the best, so what is it? So you would say Popeyes...
For chicken, Popeyes is the best.
No.
Yeah.
I would say Church's because Church's has better skin and meat.
Bruh.
Popeye's skin, their meat is too dry. The meat at Popeye's too dry.
In the South, you get kicked out of somebody's house for saying this shit.
Nah.
You gotta go, player. Like,
Church's where it's at.
Bro,
Church's where it's at.
Church's is for the hood. It's for the ghetto. It's for the broke niggas in the hood.
Wait.
It's not even for the hood. It's for the the
broke motherfuckers.
In the hood. Like,
Hey, you know what though? That Church's though, it is so good.
No.
Yes.
No, it's Popeyes all day.
Oh no, Popeyes has the worst service though.
Yeah. That's part
I
of
hate
it.
it. I hate
it.
You know how many times I go to Popeyes and they give me the wrong order? You know what's even worse? I'm going to Popeyes in the white neighborhoods and they give me the wrong order every time. It's always the white neighborhoods that give me the wrong order.
You should expect that, okay?
You should expect. I should expect poor service every time I go to Popeyes.
Right. When you go to Chick-fil-A, you expect exceptional service, right?
Exception. That's white chicken.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing too. When they used to say, "Oh, niggas, only black people eat fried chicken," okay, go.
Not
see
even.
Go see a Chick-fil-A. Shit, go to Olive and look at his Canes. The Canes they gonna put out there, bro. It's got a line.
Canes is pretty good though.
Man, listen, I'm not waiting an hour and a half for no chicken strips, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And they're lined up right now. There's somebody right now as we speaking, waiting. It's hour 47. They looking at their gas tank to see
if it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, I spent more time in gas than I spent on this meal.
No, let's not talk about the gas.
Like you coming over here is like, fuck, was it even worth it?
Bro, like I'm gonna need $15 on me. Like, man, because
I'm gonna smoke you out. That's all I can do. That's all I can offer.
No, you hooked up the whiskey, so you know we good. But like, bro, like you talking about almost $7 a gallon everywhere you go.
Yeah.
When I moved here in January of 2019,
whew,
$3.50.
When back home was what, like $190?
Like low twos. Yeah,
$210.
I was shocked by the $3.50. I was like, damn, this shit high. Bro, I would do anything to get back to that.
That's the sad part.
Bro.
That's what's so sad.
Or nothing.
You was even worse. It's like the Los Angeles County area is like the average is $6.40.
Yeah.
And like the nation average is like $4 and something cents. Like $4 and like 20 cents.
Yeah.
We're like $2 over the national average here in Los Angeles.
Here's the thing. We pay for our arrogance and condescension.
Condescension is the major part.
The truth is, we look down on everybody else in the nation.
Yeah.
Hard. Like,
just because their weather's not as nice as us.
Bro, so hard we don't even talk shit about them. Like, they just don't exist.
Like, New York? Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What is it, Nebraska?
Oh,
fuck them.
Y'all live over there? Oh, well, interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Just to go.
All right.
I'm gonna sit over here with my wine.
Yeah, like you hear other states talk shit about us. You never catch us talking shit about other people like that. It's
because we don't need to.
We
don't need to. It's because when you're Californian, it's like, oh yeah, we're just punching down because the thing is like,
not even fun.
Not even fun because like, oh yeah, you know what? You guys pay like $2 for your gas. Shit.
You're right, huh?
Ah, fuck.
Hey, I need all this gas money to drive by all these bad bitches walking up and down the street. I need gas money to get to the beach. I need gas money to get to the mountains.
That's what I do. That's what
I'm paying for. That's the.
Well, the thing is like California, because like in like the Northeast, because everything was built before the invention of the cars, versus the Southwest here in Los Angeles, we were built after the cars.
Right.
So like everything up there is like cobblestone, close. It's walkable. Whereas out here, everything's spread out. You gotta drive to it. Like,
yeah.
I had a friend of mine who's visiting from New York, and one of the weed shops was 20 minutes from the house, and he was like, "Oh, we can walk there." I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck you mean walk there? Walk 20 minutes? The fuck you stupid?" Like New York, like 20 minutes. That's nothing. Here in LA, it's like. Bro, that's like fucking half the city.
No, we ain't doing that.
That's like a mile and a half.
Oh, it's crazy. I had a homie come visit me from New York, and this motherfucker walked across the freeway. Like
what?
Yeah.
Which freeway?
The 5.
Oh no, where on the 5?
I don't know, but he saw that it was like a 20-minute walk, and yeah.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. It's a 20-minute walk, or it's a 5-minute life. Like I'm gonna risk my life for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He lives his life for 15 minutes. I mean, would you risk your life for 15 minutes?
Yeah, then the motherfucker had the nerve to ask me if he could stay with me for a few weeks.
A few weeks, not a day.
You walking, bro. That part, bro.
That part.
Bro, I feel bad because, listen, so he came down here and he was like, yeah, let me just crash with you a few weeks till I figure out what's going on. Like, be here a couple months tops. I'm like, this
what do you mean a couple months?
Sir, this is a 1-bedroom. Like, we not tight like that, bro. Like, I wouldn't let my own brother stay with me like that long.
Nah.
And you talking about, can you stay a couple months?
Months?
I'm like,
when people say a couple months, they usually mean like 4 or 5.
Bro, I'm like, bro, you can't.
What the fuck you mean a couple months?
And it's hard out here.
It is hard. Like, Los Angeles is the worst spot to, like, if you want to start out, LA is the worst spot.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like,
it's hard.
It's hard. Like, it's no ifs, ands, buts about it. This is fucking expensive to live here. And it's only getting worse. Like, last November, me and my roommate right now, we were looking for this spot, Charlie. We were looking for this spot, and we literally, just to get this spot, we had a fight between like 20 people. You know what I mean?
Yep, I feel you, bro.
And this shit is not, is more than I'm willing to want to pay.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It's more than I'm willing to want to pay.
I'm about to have to move, and I have to move in a couple of months.
Why? Money or?
Well, we're going from 3 roommates to 2.
I mean, I get that. But you can't find, I mean, if you need another person, I can find you. I have a friend who might want to.
No, we can't do 3. We're done with it. We're done with it. We done with it. And I don't live with men, so at all. I'm done with it.
What about gay men?
No. How's that better?
What?
How's that better? No. If you're a man or if you identify as a man, any version of man.
Really? You can't live with men? What is it that you can't live with? What is the reason why?
So when I got out of the military, I decided then that was done.
That was done? How was it?
Yeah,
no more men sharing the same bathroom with me.
Bro, I used to have a roommate in the military that like didn't like to shower. I think I saw him brush his teeth like 3 times.
3 times?
In, like,
in the military?
Like in like 9 months, bro.
9? Oh.
And like he better now. The military's tough on people. It causes people to do all this shit.
Shh. Hey, stop.
So I'm not even trying to like talk shit on him. You know, you get through it however you get through it.
Whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do.
But he was shit in the morning times. And I would wake up to the smell of his shit. And every day, that made me want to kill myself.
The smell of his shit was that bad? God damn. God damn. I will say this though. You know what's funny? In college, I had a similar but different kind of experience. So apparently, my roommate somehow got his sphincter synced with my sphincter, kind of thing. You know how women's periods like sync? So apparently, like, cause I'm a long shitter. Like, I'm at least my lowest time, the least amount of time I spend on the toilet is about like 25-30 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there and I'm enjoying myself. I got a shit stool. You know what I mean?
Don't fall asleep. Oh, you got the stool.
I got a stool. You know what I mean? I got a shit stool to help me. Like, I'm gonna take my time on the toilet. And he was like, man, I don't know what it is, but like every time you wake up, you go to the restroom. 5 minutes afterwards, I wake up and I gotta use the restroom. And he was like, I'm just sitting there for 30 minutes just waiting for you to get the fuck out. And I'm like, damn, man, I don't know how our sphincters.
Bro, that'll ruin me, bro. If I have to immediately shit right after you shit, bro, that's ruined my day. Straight up.
Facts. Well, to be fair, it was 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms.
Okay.
So we have our own bathrooms here.
Good.
So it's a lot easier.
So yeah, you don't have to wait no more.
No.
But dude, this cat with shit. So like, we was going on this training exercise, and we was gonna be in these fucking Hummers for like weeks together. And the fucking platoon sergeant was putting the teams together. Who was gonna be in what truck? And I already lived with this motherfucker. He wasn't showering or none of that shit. His hygiene was, less than ideal. And he giving up the fucking assignments. I'm staring this nigga down. I put me in that same truck with him, see what happens.
Like, you about to fight something. Hey, we had a war with another country, but we about to start a war right here between each other, between these 2 communes.
If you think you gonna put me in the truck with this dude for 2 weeks after I already lived with him, dude?
No.
Damn well.
We about to fight.
I gotta fuck you up. And he saw that look in my eye, and he was like, Williams, truck 1, yada, yada, yada.
Truck 2.
Like,
wait, what branch of military were you?
I was in the Army.
Army?
Mm-hmm.
What did you like go to war?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Which one? Sorry, I mean
Afghanistan. Yeah, I went to Afghanistan.
I don't know. Because like
I don't like to talk about it. It's not like it was so bad. It's just a weird thing to talk about because everybody's experience is different.
Yeah.
And there are some people who had it a billion times worse than me.
Fair.
So.
Well, yeah. I asked. Well, my brother-in-law was a Marine. I asked about his time, and he tells me a little bit about it, but he doesn't. He's not always the most willing to share about it. Like he'll share a little bit here and there, but he's not sharing everything. He's like,
it's a weird thing. I don't know how to explain it. It's just one of the things you don't want to talk about it for. Everybody has their reasons. Mm-hmm. It's not like mine was like just some horror fest. It wasn't. It wasn't like that. The reason I don't like to talk about it is because I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to make it seem like I went through the worst shit in the world, and then this other motherfuckers feeling like, bitch, you ain't do all that shit. Like, all right, look. So I don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But I was
I feel like
infantryman, and I went to war, and I did what I was supposed to do.
Yeah, and you came back and went one whole piece.
Exactly. Man.
That's amen. That's all I can ask for you, me, and your family.
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to refill your drink?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll be right back. You can keep talking.
Okay.
Let's see. But you can sit on. All right, I have a joke.
All right,
and I'm gonna say right now before I take off is
okay.
Finish this a little bit before I take off. So my joke is I need your help because I haven't talked about like anyone in the service yet. Is like, do service dogs ever feel like they're like valid or stolen from like fake service dogs? You know what I mean?
Right.
Cause like they went through all this shit to get the service, like the certification, but this motherfucker just sits there and just like Lucy just laying here. Don't give no fuck this, and I get her like a service dog verification.
Right.
Like, is there value stolen?
You know what?
Probably.
I'd be pissed.
You'd be pissed. Yeah. Like you'd be pissed if you had to pay and put your dog through all the training, and then I just like registered my dog as a service dog.
That happened to me in IKEA just the other day.
IKEA? Oh no! How?
I was with this lady. We were in IKEA, and we were walking in, and she got this little cute little bitch ass dog.
Bitch ass dog.
And the lady's like, "You can't bring dogs in here." And then she's just like, "Well, what if I carry my service dog through the store?" And the old lady like trying to fucking go back and forth with it was just like, gave her that long look up and down like, I ain't fighting this bitch.
It's like,
not for $15 an hour.
Not for $15 damn dollars an hour.
Bring the fucking dog in. I don't give a fuck. Hopefully they fire me. I don't know.
It's like, Jessica, do you allow Karen to bring her goddamn service dog and carry it through the store?
Yes.
Yeah. Do something about it, bitch.
Yeah, this lady was like 70 plus. Like, hey, she's ready to die.
She's like, you know what?
Kill me about it. Kill me about it.
Please, shoot me. Send me to the gulags.
I haven't had my pussy touched in 15 years.
Damn, that sounds sad though. Like I feel about that. Like,
fuck.
Even now, I hear these stories of these couples who don't like have sex for 10 years, and that's so sad.
Oh, thank you. Nah, man, like, so, all right, I see it two ways, right? Not having sex in a marriage, when you let the sex die, that's a better way of putting it. Like, that's a fucked up thing, right? Because neither of you are living a life of happiness. However, I do hear the ladies' complaints. Is that these dudes, when they marry, they feel like they're entitled to sex. So that they don't be trying to, like, turn their wife on. They don't be trying to date their wife. They don't want to, they're not putting in the work. They feel like the work is over. And the women are like, nah. The work's not done. Job's not done. I still like to be taken out. I still like to be told I'm pretty, I still like to be, treated.
Courted.
Yeah. Now, with that said, they could do some courting of their own, too.
Fair.
But that's not how you met them, either. You met them, courting them, and doing all that stuff. So you stop. That's on you.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
I get
if you're
that.
a married man, here's the thing: it should be fun to you to continue to court your wife, and if it's not fun to you, then maybe you're not into her like that.
You know, I actually got. I had a girlfriend break up with me, and she told me this thing. Like, I think it's like I love to just like enthusiastically kiss my woman. Like, it's not like mouth to mouth, but like I love to like enjoy her body in the sense like I kiss her from like literally from here to temple to her toenail. Like I'm kissing her shoulders, I'm kissing her legs, I'm kissing her thighs, I'm kissing her butt, I'm kissing her lower back, I'm kissing her over and over and over. And this one girl complained like, I just hate like every time I come in, you're immediately just grabbing me and just start kissing me all over the place, and like I'm on my knees and just kissing her gut and her booty and everything. It's like, I mean, that's one thing that I love doing. Is like when I'm in love with a girl, like my first thing is like I just want to kiss her, and it's like not just her lips, but like we're just hanging out and like we're just watching a movie. I just want to kiss her like shoulders.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
But you know, you gotta read
some people that's too much.
You gotta read the room. Yeah,
that's too much. That's a lot. That's a lot for some people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how like. Well, I'm I'm Latin. I'm a Latin lover. Like I'm a very intense person when I come into the room. Like I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie. Like Macklemore, like a lot of his songs resonate. The Divine Feminine album.
Yeah.
I love the Divine Feminine album. Like that whole album is like the whole attitude I approach sex is the same way I kind of approach attitudes. Is like I just want to like dive head first. I just want to like.
So. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Macklemore.
Yes.
Has an album called The Divine Feminine.
Yes.
All right, that makes me hate him, but keep going.
Yeah, it makes you hate him. Have you not heard The Divine Feminine?
No.
Honest. All right, we're going to finish this podcast, and you and I are going to do nothing but listen to that whole album.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want to listen to it on the podcast.
Whole Macklemore album? Oh,
bro. No, Macklemore. Mac Miller, excuse me.
The Mac Miller album, which I heard, which had Ariana Grande all over it.
Not just Ariana Grande.
But that's
excuse me.
You
know what? I ain't gonna lie. I always mix Mac Miller and Macklemore because the syllables are so similar.
Yeah.
When you're saying it so fast, my apology.
I heard that album and it was straight. It was pretty solid. But I remember right after the album they broke up, right? And I told this chick, right? I was like, he just broke up with Ariana Grande. I said, this motherfucker about to make the best album of his life. he about to be on his, what's her name?
Adele shit.
Yeah.
He about to be on his Adele shit.
That's how the album that's right behind you came. Oh, no, not
Circles or Swimming?
No, Swimming.
Swimming in Circles?
No, the one before that.
Was it
My regrets feel just like text
I shouldn't send.
That album.
I shouldn't send.
Yeah.
Is that the Divine Feminine?
No.
I know what album you're talking about.
Fuck.
Come Back.
I'm about to listen to it when I leave.
Bro, you can listen through this fucking speaker. You don't even know the kind of
Swimming. It is Swimming.
Swimming, yeah, Swimming.
Yeah, Swimming. Okay. Yeah, it's the Swimming album. Yeah. That one. I knew the heat was coming. It's sad that he died right after it, but like in this weird poetic way, it feels like this like culmination of like this talent. Like
with
this album and then checked out, which I hate. But.
Yeah, well, I will say this. The sad part is a little bit of racism here is the fact that it only took 2 years for us to find and convict Mac Miller's fucking killers.
Right.
And it's been 40 years since Biggie and Pac have been killed, and we ain't got nowhere close to find their killers.
The motherfucker that killed
that's some white privilege for you.
And the dude that killed Mac Miller didn't even mean to or want to.
No.
Had no desire to kill his best customer. Like, at all.
If I'm a drug dealer, last thing I want to do is I want to kill my customers. Because you know why? Because I want them not only to come back to me, but second off, I want them to recommend me to another motherfucker.
One who you can overcharge. Like, and he's not even tripping. Like,
nah, he's like, oh, what is it like?
It's $1,000. Oh, sure.
Whatever. Yeah. So it's $1,000. That's ass white money for him.
Right.
Ass white money for him.
Sounds low. You sure?
You sure?
No. Nah, I'm hooking you up, dog. It's $1,000 a gram. Yeah. Nah, like. So that the dude is going to jail for however long for that, and it's like it feels weird to me. It feels weird to me, and I feel like.
Do you feel it's
Miller
worse?
Wouldn't want that man in jail.
You know what? I have to agree with you there. Because like because Mac would, you know what I feel like Mac would say? I feel like Mac would say is like, hey man, it was my decision to take the drugs. Like his motherfucker had no say in the matter. All he was saying is give it to me, and I did it. Like I don't give no fucks.
Right. He didn't put the fucking fent or whatever was in there.
I don't. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Because he got it off of whoever he got it off of, and that motherfucker cut it. I mean, it is what it is.
But I've been hearing that fent shit been accidental. That's what I've been hearing.
You know, once again, I don't know the whole privy to the case. He could have said it was accidental.
No, I mean all of the fentanyl shit. Like
all
it finds its ways into these drugs is like, I've been hearing that most of the time they're not meaning to cut it like that.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand because once again, I repeat, like you don't want to cut it too strong because you want the customers to come back.
Right.
Which is like in any industry, like, you know, with alcohol, drugs, you don't want the drug to be too good because if it kills the motherfucker and they can't come back and buy more.
Now there's another thing said too. Back in the day, it was actually good to have one person OD, right? But you didn't want it your top person. You didn't want your money man, you know, Mr. Money. You wanted to be like the crackhead, you know, you wanted to be somebody low level. And then when they OD, it made people come harder, like, because they hear, you know, oh shit, he got
that strong shit.
Yeah.
He got that shit that's gonna put you on
there. Cut, man. He just couldn't handle his shit. That's all. You know,
that's a real crackhead talk. It was like, no motherfucker can have shit. I'm a real crackhead. That motherfucker ain't no real crackhead. I don't shit what a real crackhead do.
Smoking crack since 72.
I've been doing crack since my mom came birth to me.
Yeah, came out the game smoking. Another thing too, crack. All them, like when I drive through the city, LA, and you see these motherfuckers, like crackheads be arrogant, like they like give you these looks, like they just got it figured out, like, you know what I mean?
Figure it out. What the fuck they got? Motherfucker, you homeless.
I know, but
how the fuck you homeless and figuring this shit out?
But that's not what they carry inside their heart. Right, inside their heart,
they're fucking lying.
Yeah, looking down at you like, you know. I see it. I see the way they look at me.
What would you describe the way they look at you as?
They look at me like I'm the bitch for going out here trying to work every day, hustling, trying to get it. And they're the ones sitting around getting high, getting their dick sucked every other day. Because that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
I mean, they're gonna this stuff, but I mean, it's some ratchet ass like crackhead whore bitch.
Yeah, but you know.
But you know what? The dick still sucks.
Yeah, to each his own. If they're attracted to her, then it, you know, it might look like Beyonce to them. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I could never. I mean, for me, like, I got a limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if she got more than like half a tooth missing, I'm done.
But here's the thing: your limit, your Beyonce to somebody else is trash. I can't do no more. Can't. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like your best is Jay-Z's. Like, tell that bitch stop calling me.
Yeah, like, I don't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to that bitch. Like, the fuck?
Like, there's levels, so like.
Amen.
The crackhead, you know,
his level's a lot lower than mine. It's like it's limbo.
Yeah, but to him, you know what I'm saying? She bad.
She's
you know?
This mama. Beyonce.
Like, you don't know that thing she do.
The thing she do with her tongue. Woo.
Yeah, you don't know.
Never know.
I done had some women do some things, man. Let me say this. I hear a lot about fetishes and dungeons and all this crazy shit people want to get into. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm really starting to, I guess I'm getting older. I'm becoming a fundamentalist. I'm like, man, listen. You're not about to fucking overcomplicate something that can be great. It's like basketball.
Fundamentals?
Yeah, fundamentals. You know what I'm saying?
Dribbling, passing,
fucking open shots, hit, you know what I'm saying?
Bank shots.
That's tough to beat.
Oof.
That's tough to beat when the team is prepared.
Yeah. But those them half court shots.
Yeah,
them half court shots.
They're cool, and that's dope.
The alley-oop dunks.
Hey, all of that is dope. All of it is dope. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the fundamentals down,
what are the fundamentals for a man to have? What are the fundamentals for a man to have?
So for me, it's not about man or woman. It's about the two. People.
Okay.
The two
What are the fundamentals?
Need to have comfort, passion, and energy.
Comfort, passion, and energy.
Yeah, because you can take two people who, matter of fact, you can watch a porn. These motherfuckers got every ability, right? They got every part, big long ass dicks,
big titties,
fat ass. They got hella fucking mouth game. Man, you can see it, but you can watch that porn and you can feel the fakeness. You can feel the fakeness there. I know you know what I'm talking about. We've all watched that video where you're like, I can't watch this bullshit because you can feel the fakeness.
Feel the fakeness.
You can feel it.
Lucy.
They're not engaged.
I get that.
They're doing things, and the things look how they're supposed to look, but there's nothing there. And the truth of the matter is, that doesn't compare to when the two people have comfort, passion, and energy to get it done.
Comfort, passion, and energy. Oof.
I'm telling you, and people want to say, "Oh no, you need to do this, you need to do
that." You know what? That's the title of a new R&B album. That's the title of our new R&B album. Comfort, passion, and energy. I feel like that's a real like podcast voice. Like, oh.
I'm telling you, these girls think like, or these people that are all into all these kinks and all that shit, like, yeah. But if you don't have those three things, it's not gonna compare.
You know what? Yeah, like you can whip, but if you don't whip with compassion and energy
and the comfort, you're not gonna.
Yeah, it's got to be a comfort level because like it's.
You're there. You're seeing it now.
I was talking to one of my friends who's bi. Yeah. We're talking about like, oh, you just fuck anybody. No, I don't just fuck anybody. It's about an energy. It's about a vibe. It's about like I feel comfortable with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It doesn't matter straight, gay, bi. It doesn't matter trans. It's about an energy and it's about a comfort. Yeah. Because you have to be comfortable with that person. You have to be comfortable enough to be naked in front of that person. If you don't feel comfortable with being naked in front of that person, like the whole sexual experience isn't going to be like enjoyable.
Right.
Because the whole time you're just going to be self-conscientious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I go into every single sexual encounter as like I always expect to be the least self-conscious person. I always go into every sexual encounter that I'm the least self-confident.
Self-conscious or
self-conscious? That's the word I want. Self-conscious person. I'm the most confident, least self-confident. Okay. I can't even say it.
I'm gonna pull it out like
behold. I behold. Like I don't even give a fuck. Like I'm the type of person like I don't give a fuck. Like you said, you laugh at my body, like bitch, you still sucking the dick. You know what I mean? All that matters is you sucking the dick.
Right.
Like you said, oh you fat, like so is my dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. It's like Andy Ruiz in boxing.
Amen.
He was a champion for a minute.
For one match.
Yeah.
For one match.
He was fat as fuck, but he won that belt.
One match.
Yeah.
He had it for like 12 months. After that, gone.
Yeah, he did beat the champ. He did. In that body. That's right. That body. Champion of the world.
Oh, sexy as hell though. Sexy as fuck though. Like I had every man with a gut going like, hey. They were doing the truffle shuffle for a month.
Yeah. I loved it, man. That was my time.
That was your time. I ain't gonna lie, but the dad bod?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's like the dad bod. Like, you know what? I'm just solid, man. I got a solid core.
I'm solid on the inside and a little soft on the outside.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I gotta say, like the bitch hits my core, she gonna feel something solid.
It's something there.
It's something underneath that belt. Yeah. Like I got that. This is just a solid coating.
Yes.
But underneath this protective coating is that solid core, that iron gut.
Yeah.
But I got a solid Josh side.
Yeah, exactly. What would you rather sleep on, a rock or a pillow?
Amen.
Right.
Amen. I got some cushioning for your gushioning.
Yeah, cushioning for the gushioning.
Yeah, man, it's cushioning for the gushioning. Yeah. There you go. Man. I prefer my woman a little thick. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
I want some when it comes. I like to say it when you get a chicken leg. You want a little chicken leg, or you want a big old chicken leg? You know what I mean? Like iron, something you can iron, put your teeth into. Like I want a booty like Honestly, I'm more of an ass man than I'm a tit man.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
Honestly, no. I see a lot of dudes who are more tit mans than ass mans. Like,
really? I feel like it's way less.
I feel like it's more like the white people who are more tits than ass man. I feel like, because I'm Mexican, you black, and like I feel like the majority of the minorities, we
know about ass, and we done made ass popular now.
Oh my,
and we get no thanks.
No thanks.
We the ones who made that shit pop.
I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what my favorite thing is? It was like when a girl's just sitting in your face and she got them booty cheeks in your like in your like eyes and shit, and like I just love that shit, man. She just sitting in your face and her booty cheeks all in your eyes and like all over your face. It's just like, she playing the bongos with your eyeballs, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Like, if I die,
I die. I die. It's worth the death.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I mean, the thing is also is like having great titties is nice, but like when you have a great ass, it's like you can grab it and then you can go into second gear.
Yeah.
Like when she got that booty, a small booty, you can't grab it to get into second gear. You know what I mean? Like you gotta grab it so that way you can hit it, grab it, clinch it, and then get into that second gear.
When I was in the army, I was about to marry this chick.
Right?
I was gonna marry her because
white woman.
Yeah, I wanted to. I didn't even know her.
You didn't know her? What do you mean you don't even know her?
I didn't even know her. I met her once. But when
you met her once and you're about to marry her?
Yeah. Like, when you're in the army, you're in the barracks if you're a single soldier. So you live in the dorms.
Yes.
And the only way you get out is to get married. So this chick, she was like going through a little bad situation. I met her at a wedding. And then like a year later, I seen her talking like about her situation. And I was like, you know what? We could get married. She was a chef.
No.
She was a chef.
Nope.
We could get married. I could get out of these barracks. I could be having gourmet meals on the regular.
That's a lie.
Right?
That's a lie.
And be getting some pussy. This is how I was looking at it.
That's a lie.
So I was talking to her. I was like, yeah, come down. You know, we should do it. Yeah, let's do it. Blah, 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 blah. Come down. We'll make it happen. She showed up. Now, I'd only met her once at a wedding. She showed up the second time. We were hanging out. And I realized she ain't have no ass. And I knew I couldn't go through with it.
Because you know what? Because you guys spend the rest of your life just looking at the same ass.
We knew we wasn't gonna be married forever. Like, we knew that. You know
the thing is, like, I don't want to go into marriage knowing that I'm gonna divorce this woman.
But see, if you was ever in the military.
You know what?
You don't understand when
I don't love military dudes.
When you in the barracks and your life is a living hell. Because you're like, it's horrible living there.
You got a roommate who don't shower for 3 months.
He's shitting. You
got to shit after he shits.
You have motherfuckers coming in your house every day to inspect your room and to make sure it's clean. You know what I mean? You're never technically off work because you live at work.
You know what's worse is motherfucker drives a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, I do. I didn't have one then.
You were the living stereotype.
I didn't have one then. And I'm about to get me a Tesla.
No.
But I didn't even have a car then, honestly. I didn't have a car, but I was just like, look, I need it out, bro. I need it out. And I was going to, if she had asked, we would have got married. But I was like, I was looking at her.
He's like, nah.
I was like, I know the first thing I'm going to do when I go home is cheat on her with my girl back home that got ass. Like, I know it's going to be the very first thing I do. Like, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Call old girl.
Call old girl. Damn.
I knew. As soon as I seen it good, I was like, this ain't gonna be me. I feel bad. It is what it is. But
I get that. I mean, like,
she wasn't my forever ass, you know.
Forever ass. I mean, to be fair, have you ever been married?
No.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying, like, neither have I.
Right.
And I ain't planning to be for a good minute.
See, for me, I would get married, you know.
Well, what type of woman would you marry?
Not American.
Not American. Damn.
Yeah,
that is a hard stance.
Most likely not American. Like, I'm kind of really heavy on, like, South Americans right now.
South American,
yeah.
Latina, Mexicanas,
yeah,
like, what do you mean, like Argentinians?
All of them. The whole continent.
Mexicanas?
Yeah. That whole
like
comment,
they gotta have an I on their name.
They got in the words of Michael Irvin, they got to be an IAN. Like Brazilian, Argentinian.
Is that what the motherfucker said?
Yeah, you know.
I didn't even know he said that.
Yeah, he said it.
That's a great line. Yeah, be IAN.
Because he would say he wouldn't fuck before games unless it was an IAN, and then he'd make an exception, like, well, fuck it, you know. But so anyway, I've been into these ladies South American. Right, and you know, really Latinas, Afro Latinas, they're so beautiful to me, right? And if she's pretty, if she's into sex, and she's nice, and I guess just kind of has an attitude of like not giving up on themselves, like, you know what I mean?
Oof, like they have some self-confidence.
Yeah, and like
self-confidence is a big thing.
Yeah, they're willing to try things and pursue things. You know, they can take a loss and then say, "Fuck it, this isn't for me. I'll try something else."
I feel like that's also sexy for men to have. Like a lot of like for women, for a man to see a woman who's willing to take risk and willing to have egg on their face, it's the same kind of sexiness for like a woman to see a man take risk and put egg on his face. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot to do not only comedy or whatever you want to do. Like it takes a lot of risk to put egg on your face. Because I'm the type of person to put egg on my face and put myself in a situation where I might not be in the best of light. Yeah. But I may still at the end of the day end up on top because of that.
You know how much pussy I've gotten from comedy?
How much?
Comedians, I need y'all to listen. I've been doing comedy since 2017. And I've gotten 0 pieces of pussy.
0 pieces of pussy because it's 2017.
0 pieces of pussy based off of my comedian.
5 years of work. This motherfucker gets 0 pieces of pussy.
1 piece from comedy. No, none. Nothing from comedy. Not nothing.
So how does the great Phil get pussy then?
I don't.
You don't? Oh, myself.
No, honestly, the last I've been like I met a chick on the date naps.
Yeah, date naps are fun.
Single mom.
Yeah,
really, really sweet, really nice.
They always are when they're a single mom.
No, it's like
they're really trying. They want to find the stepdaddy.
Life has humbled them.
Oh,
you know, life has humbled them.
Oh, more than humbled, I would say.
And they start to realize, like, wait a minute, this shit ain't the same now. It's a whole different game when you got a couple kids. And so listen,
especially when they got 2 or 3.
I pray to God that she never sees this.
Maybe in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but she's the sweetest, nicest girl. You know, and she really likes me. You know. And it just sucks because they make my kids. You understand what I'm saying?
They make my kids.
Like they're not my responsibility.
But to be fair, you know what's funny? I got baby mama drama from a baby mama who ain't even got my babies, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
for what?
For what? Lucy even is saying, for what?
Yes, Lucy's confused by the shit. Like why?
God.
What do I get for putting up with your kids? You already giving me the pussy.
That's all I need.
Yeah. So.
But like, if you love her, would you? If she was the one, or if you had a girl,
if she was the one, like, if
you met a girl who already had a kid,
she was South American.
Yeah, so we already know she's probably white.
If she was South American and sweet,
can cook
and had fun with her,
can dance, cause you guys on footwork,
right, and just. If
she got that booty.
She do got ass. This chick got ass.
She got ass.
She do. I give her that.
But
all of that and the kids. If I really felt like she was just that one, probably. And like I hate to say it, it's not like. You know, I feel bad even saying it, man. She's a nice chick. It's just, it's a lot to ask. You know,
for you,
yeah.
I mean, I
think for anybody, man. Like,
well, I mean, like you gotta think about you as a man in your age. You gotta think about like what type of woman do you want, and what kind of like after you pass the age of 25, you have to assume every woman has baggage.
Yeah.
I mean, after the age of 25, every woman's got baggage.
I think 25 is. I'm 42.
Only.
I'm 42. So
Only 42.
Right. So 25 to me, that ain't no baggage.
That's a fucking handbag.
That's a carry-on. That is not no checked luggage. You know, I can put that under my seat.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought you were in your 30s.
Thank you. Yeah. You're like, you too old for my podcast.
You get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. You too old for this shit.
You're not the target demo, but like,
no. You good. You exact demo.
So, like, man, you know, when you meet a woman that really is that woman for you, like, it sucks because, like, if you don't get her, like, it can be, like, hard for you to let go or to forget about.
You know what? I will agree with that.
There's a lot of chicks living in this one chick's shadow. And it's
wow. You know what? I would say there is one or two chicks I would put in that category right now in my life.
Yeah.
As a 29-year-old man, there's like two chicks that there's two women, excuse me, let me rephrase that. There's two women in my life.
Yeah.
In my dating experience that I would want to specifically to be my baby mama.
Yeah.
In the specific terms, be the mother of my children. Yeah. Like, that's a different thing between being your wife and being your baby mama. Yeah. Like, you can be a baby mama and not be a wife. You can be a wife without being a baby mama.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like, being a baby mama and being the mother of my children.
Which one is higher in your mind?
I feel baby mama is like boom, which is wifey is here because like you're gonna be a wife, but when you don't conceive my children, you underneath because like if I divorce or I have a child out of wedlock, and then I marry another woman, it's like, hey, we're married, but this is the woman who's taking care of my children. Like, I gotta make sure she's at least, not fucking on the streets.
Right.
Not like fucking, out here starving. Because, like, if she's starving, then that means my kid's starving. You know what I mean?
Or whatever she's going through.
Whatever the woman of my child is going through, that means that's what my baby's going through. Because children take more. I'm personally, in my opinion, I personally feel children take more after the mother than they take after the father. Okay. Because the father, he's supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to follow him. But the mother is the caretaker. And the caretaker, in most situations, you know what I mean?
Right.
Most situations, like in my situation, like the mother, she kind of like instills like the humanity in the child. You know what I mean? Who this person is. Or the father teaches the child like how to be like a man.
Right.
I mean, especially in a situation as being a male. Because my father, he didn't really raise me in the sense that he just led me.
Right.
Like, you follow me. And if you can't keep up, you can't keep up. Whereas the mother in my situation was like, we're gonna help you along.
Right.
That's my situation.
Right.
And that makes me similar to a lot of people, and maybe not a similar situation for a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got lucky that my father was still in my life, surprisingly.
Right.
But.
Right. Nah, I feel you. And that's why this whole trying to raise somebody else's kids thing makes it more difficult because it's like, honestly, like you have a whole nother dude that I know is taking care of his kids. So like he got that. So like really.
But it's different. Do you think it's different when a guy takes care of his kids versus a guy who doesn't take care of his kids?
I do think it's different. Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah, and if a dude is taking care of his kids, that makes me less inclined. To step in because really I'm not needed in that role.
Huh.
And I'm definitely not
I feel like it would be the opposit for me.
Because like you're like the third parent at that point, right? You're like the low parent. You're like the parent they can tell to shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
That's not me. Like I can't do that.
I just like no. You can't tell me to shut the fuck up because I'm gonna still fucking beat the shit out of you, bitch.
Like I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, all right, I can't fuck with your kids because like they don't. You know what I'm saying?
They don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with them.
The disrespect is just it's beyond me. So peace. Like with this chick that I like I be trying to explain to her like, look, why can't we just be like an escape from one another? Like you go through your shit, I go through my shit, but then we hang out together and we get to have fun and be together.
But she wants to seem more official. I know. Because the thing about like for her, like the most intimate moments for her are with her kids. I know. And that's the thing that sucks about it because like if you can't be intimate with her while she's with her kids, and not like a sexual one, but it's like intimate, which is a completely different sense. Like you can be sexual with a mother with kids, but it's not like intimate.
It's not the same thing.
It's not the same because with her, she wants to hold your hand in front of her kids. She wants the kids to be there with her. She wants the whole thing with you and her and the kids.
She wants this little painting, this little moving painting of like this picture perfect thing
situation
to show her children.
Show her like, oh, it's me, my man, and the kids. Like we together, we are solid unit. Yeah. Whereas the man is like, I'd rather just be me and the kids. You know what I mean? Like background, no woman, just like sitting there. Like it doesn't matter because like no matter what, it's like I'm just a lone wolf. I'm just a pistol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my like kind of feeling about it. Like even if a man divorces his woman, in the same sense, like he's gonna want to like still be separate from her, whereas the woman wants to be like unified with him.
Right.
You know what I
mean? Yeah, man. I just I guess I'm gonna have to stop doing this. I gotta leave that woman alone.
What? You just gonna like after this talk? You're like, I just can't talk to this woman no more.
Like,
am I breaking
like,
you up with your relationship?
Like,
I apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
Like I'm seeing it now, and I'm like, really, like it's like I'm not gonna give her what she wants.
That's
like,
a fair assessment.
Not.
That's a fair assessment. That's respectable. But that's respectable.
Yeah, but fuck, man, respect don't get you shit. You know you.
I get to give myself left hand.
Yeah, exactly. I get to give myself a pat on the back and feel good about it, I guess. But like, bro, she was fire. She was fun.
Yeah, she was good. But you know what? You couldn't give her what she wanted and what you wanted.
Yeah, I couldn't get her to see it my way.
You're like, just drop the kids off at the fire station.
Like, no, leave them with their fucking daddy, and then we have our fun. And when they're back home, you know, I'll go back to my house and chill. And
that's some real goon shit right there. That's some keen goon shit right there.
Bro.
Like, savages, savages, savages.
I just don't want to deal with him, bro. Like, what do I get? What do I get from dealing with him? Nothing. Nothing fun. Just extra headache.
I mean, it's either you date women your age group and they pay for this shit, or you date women who's like half your age and they expect you to pay for everything.
Listen, if they don't have kids, but here's the issue. So younger women have other issues. Number one, their hygiene.
Young women have bad hygiene?
Yes.
Ooh.
By comparison, absolutely.
Fair point. You know what? I agree with that because you know what? I say it's equivalent because younger men have horrible hygiene versus older men, and younger women have worse hygiene versus older women.
Facts.
That is facts. You know what? I completely. You see that?
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
It's a fact.
Fact.
You know why
fact.
It's a fact? Because
uneducated.
Because of course hygiene gets better with age.
Amen. It should.
You learn more. You figure more out as you get older. So whatever level you're at 19, no matter what the level, you should be better at 40. Like your level should constantly increase year to year.
I mean, it goes with the car. Like you know what I just got for my car? What? I just got one of those car trash cans.
Yeah.
So I put it behind my passenger seat.
So you can
just put my shit in the trash can. Just like bloop. Yeah. Bloop, and it's throw my trash in there. Once again, I'm 29. Upgrading.
Look at your apartment. I see these records. I see all this shit. I guarantee you, your apartment at 22.
First off, you know, when I was 16, my walls blank. Right. I didn't have no posters.
Yep.
I didn't have no records.
Same.
The best thing I got was Eminem CD.
Yeah.
And that shit was hiding in the corner underneath my bedroom because I didn't want mama to see it.
I had black light posters and shit.
Black light posters?
Yeah, like shit. With a bunch of bitches getting fucked. Like stupid shit like that. You know, the fucking with the astronomical sign or astrological sign, you know, Cancer fucked from behind. Fucking Pisces was head. And like it was just a bunch of it was stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
For you, when you're 21, yeah, it's dope. You know, imagine walking into a 42-year-old man's room
and seeing that, they're like,
bro, are you 9? Like, so
yeah.
So hygiene, that's one of the bad things.
Hygiene.
The other bad thing, they're broke, right?
The
other bad thing, they're not as good at sex. They're just flat out not.
No, that's true. It's true.
And this is the positives. They look better.
Perkier.
Yeah, they look better. They're tight everywhere. Fucking everything is fucking how it should be.
You know what my golden age for women is between the age of like 38 and like 55.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Like,
you're gonna be happy for a long time.
I mean, that's my ideal age of like late 30s, mid 50s.
You're
like
gonna be happy for a minute.
Some of these women in their 60s.
Available.
Some of these women in their 60s nowadays, if they take good care of themselves, like, bruh.
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Like, I prefer, the thing is I love about older women is the ability to hold a conversation. Right. The ability for her to have her own, not just older women, but just some women have their own opinions. And I appreciate a woman who has her opinions. Like, I say something, and she's like, no, you're an idiot. And I was like, hold on. You said I'm an idiot? Prove me I'm an idiot. You know what I mean? And I want you to bicker with me. I want you to fight. Like, I want, not in the sense of, like, it's aggressive. Like, it's maybe a little aggressive, but, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I want a woman, so, like, whenever I say something, like, she got something to say to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want her to, like, either agree with me 100%. Like, that's the worst thing I hate in a woman. It's like, she has no opinions. Like, you talk to her, and you could tell from her, like, the first 5, like...
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have no opinions or bad opinions?
Bad opinions.
No fucking way, bro. No way. If she got bad opinions and she can't be convinced, I can't deal with her.
Let me tell you why.
I'd rather her mimic the shit I say.
I'd rather fight. I'd rather fight. I love the fight. Like, you know what? You know why?
The person just go ahead. I gotta know.
I'd rather just look at her and just every time we fuck, we just choking her out, just like, oh, I want to fucking kill you right now. It's like, just like hate fuck her.
You could like fuck a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Really?
You wouldn't?
I mean, like,
I love blonde bitches
for like an extended period of time.
And what is extended?
Like you fucking her, you hanging out with her, like that's your woman. I couldn't. Like certain things, like certain opinions, like I couldn't tolerate for an extended period of time.
Okay, so in the sense of Trump, what opinions could you not fathom? Like, would it be deal breaker?
Like, okay, like if one person was like, I get that Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter. Like, no.
I'll repeat this because me and my cousin were talking about this because I'm Mexican. And what about us Mexicans? Does our life not matter?
Of course.
But like, you know.
But that's not.
That's not a topic, right?
No. Here's the thing.
So that's what I'm saying.
All lives matter isn't a thing.
But shouldn't we say life matters?
What you're doing is you're taking away from what the whole point was. So. All lives matter isn't a thing. All lives matter is only something people say when you say Black Lives Matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? If All Lives Matter had come out on their own as a group saying All Lives Matter and we want to protect everybody and all that, it would be dope. But that's not what they are. All they are is a retort. They're not even a group. Like, they're just like, if you say Black Lives Matter, no, all lives matter. So all you're doing is you're taking away from us trying to get some justice. You're not actually saying all lives matter. What you're really saying is fuck you. Because nobody who says Black Lives Matter is even close to insinuating that all lives don't matter. That's not.
I get that saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get that line thinking. And for me, like personally, being Mexican, and seeing like the whole struggle is like for me, I feel like the saying should just be life matters.
Could they have had a better slogan? Sure.
No, but the thing is, like, I want to say is like, if I were to change the name and the view of the organization,
right.
my switch to it would be life.
So this is how
life
this
matters.
is how I would have
because it would also like you can also include the conservatives in like abortion.
Right. I would have just said Black Lives Matter too, right? TOO. You could have just put that 2 on the end, and then people would be like, would not be quick to try to fucking get in their feelings and combat you. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, no, that's a good point. That is a great point. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like as far as the organization goes, like I don't stand with them as an organization.
Yeah.
It's just the sentiment was.
The sentiment is
stop killing us. Like y'all are over policing black people. Y'all are killing black people.
I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But what about like, as Mexican, I feel like that we are in the same boat.
Yeah, of course.
And I feel
it helps you too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It helps you too. It's not like they're saying, hey, leave us alone and go fuck with the Mexicans. Like, that's not the thing.
Yeah.
It's really just like, just stop the bullshit.
Yeah, just stop fucking with the fuck us.
And we're number one on your target list. Yeah. So obviously, no one was saying anything. So then these black people started sticking up for themselves because we were target number one. Yeah. It never had anything to do with any other group. Yeah. It was never anybody matters more. It was never you don't matter. That was never the thing. It was like, hey, if you look at what's going on, they fuck us over a lot. Hard. Yes. And I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah. Like nobody. Of course. Of course. All lives matter. Nobody was ever saying all lives didn't matter. No one was ever saying that. Yeah. But people wanted to get in their feelings about it. No, I agree with that. And that's that's the part of the sentiment I bring with you when I have a conversation with my cousins. Yeah. Is when we have the conversation about Black Lives Matter, the first thing that comes up to me, Black Lives Matter, but what about us too? Because us as Mexicans, especially here in Los Angeles, we've been heavily persecuted and heavily scrutinized as well. Yes. And so that's why whenever I talk to my family members, I talk to my cousins, I talk to my friends, it's not like Mexican lives matters. No, that's not what we say. We don't say Black lives matters. When I come to my family and my friends, the first thing we come to, the conclusion I come to is life matters. So here's the thing. Here's the question. Why did it take for black people to say it first? I don't agree with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if white people had come out and said all lives matter first, there would be no Black Lives Matter. There wouldn't.
Strong point. Accurate point. I agree with that point.
Had Mexicans come out and said
Mexican lives matters or Hispanic lives matters
or anything,
Latin lives matter,
anything, there would be no Black Lives Matter. But nobody said shit, and we was getting the worst of it. So, period. Period.
I mean, depending on the area, I have family members, my dad went to prison in the 90s for being Mexican in Los Angeles.
But y'all not even, especially throughout the history of this country, y'all haven't been everywhere like that. You haven't, bro. You've been in the South, you've been in LA, you've been in Texas, you've been in New York.
You've been in New York. New York is, the difference is when you think about it, there's different type of Hispanic, different type of Latino. When you think of the Southwest, you think of Mexicans. When you think of the Northeast, you think of Puerto Ricans. Right. When you think of the Southeast and Miami, you think of Cubans.
Right. But you go to all these places, you got black people, and they all getting fucked by the cops.
Yeah, but the thing is, aren't the Hispanics as well?
True. However, y'all didn't say it first. Why didn't you say it first? No one can answer that question.
That's a good point. No. That is a great point. Yeah. But did Black Lives Matter start with George Floyd, or just start
No, it had started before that.
Him, right? Yeah. So what would you say that where did Black Lives Matter start? Honestly.
Ooh, I want to say it was 2014. 2014. I feel like
2014.
Yeah, 2014, 15. Yeah. Yeah.
With what movement? When did it start?
What was the thing that I think Trayvon
Martin?
I think Trayvon might have been
Trayvon was a starting point. You feel like Trayvon Martin was a starting point
for this particular group, but
for that instance,
the sentiment has been going around since forever. You can listen to Tupac songs talking about. Hell, you got fucking NWA, fuck the police. Yeah, coming straight out of a young nigga. Bro,
hanging on a motherfucker because he's brown.
You got fucking white folk singers from the 60s talking about how fucking police would do black people wrong. It's not a thing that's new. You know what I'm saying? It ain't new. They've been doing it forever.
Facts. True. So, and I agree with Emmett Till. Right. Emmett Till's the worst. I would say Emmett Till's not the worst case.
It's the worst case we know of.
No, it's the worst case that has been publicized. Yeah. Because I will say this: Emmett Till is not the worst case of racism or anything. It's the worst case that we've been able to prove.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because what happened to Emmett Till, it was bad.
Horrific.
It was horrific. Yeah. But you know what? Worse shit has happened to the African American population. Yes. In the Southern American, Southern African American, especially the Southern American African population.
Yes.
Much worse things have been happening, but the only thing is that Emmett Till, not to understep what happened to him, but it's just the shining light.
He wasn't the first one. He wasn't on.
No, he was he was like case 1 billion.
Right.
He was case 1 billion.
So with that said, all of this historic injustice and all that shit that's been done, so black people finally just said, "Fuck it, Black Lives Matter." Like, please stop doing this. At no point was it ever a "we matter more" situation. It was a "please stop killing us" thing. It was a pray for mercy.
Yeah.
And that got turned into somehow people saying, "No, it should be all lives matter." Like, well, okay, sure,
but
that's not what we're talking about.
I understand that.
Well,
you feel like, you know how, like, especially now, because especially after COVID,
right,
about all this Asian hate.
Right.
This Asian Life Matter situation.
Right.
I get that. Like, for me, it's like I grew up in a predominantly Asian community.
Yeah.
For me, I grew up around predominantly Asians. Like, for me, like, I grew up in an Asian community. Like, it wasn't like, I will say this, like, a lot of Asians are racist in certain ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I remember Brenda's song, not Brenda's song. It was fuck, I forget what song. It wasn't Brenda's song. It was it Thug Passion or Thug Mansion?
Brenda's Got a Baby?
No. It was, I think it was Thug Mansion, where Tupac says, "Tell the lady in the liquor store it's okay for her to come home." Yeah. And that was a report to the Asian lady in was it K-Town, where she shot a little girl, the little 13-year-old girl in the back of the head.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It happened right. It happened. That happened. They let her girl. Let that old Asian lady go, and then after that they let she's fine. She's just stretching. Yeah. But then after that, then there was a Ronnie Key beating. Yeah. And that will led to the 92 riots. Yeah. I mean, it was the compact factor of the old Asian lady was found guilty, but the white judge lady said, "Oh, I don't think she's a repeat offender, so we're just gonna let her off on probation." Right. And that was like, wait, what the fuck you mean? This Asian lady fucking killed this black fucking 13-year-old kid, and she's getting off on probation. She can get no jury sentence.
Long history.
No, and I agree with that. Like, there's a lot of Asian folks who still have certain feelings towards the Asian community because of the 92 riots. Right. And I felt that a lot when I was growing up in Dynamite, because a lot of those folks who moved out and had children afterwards lived in my neighborhoods. Yeah. Grew up in the 92 riots and grew through that and had that. And so a lot of my peers, their parents lived through the 92 riots. So they had a horrible disposition towards black folks and Mexican folks. Like, I had a lot of friends, like, if they said, "I can't date you because my friends found out I was Mexican," they would fucking lose it. But they wouldn't give a shit if they were dating a white boy. You know what I mean?
Right, that shit, bro.
It was like, "Oh, you leveling up."
That shit too. Yeah, and it's been a lot. So, like, for people to react that way to some of this stuff is, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It's sad, really.
It is. But you know what?
Motherfuckers are never trying to say nobody else mattered. Nobody ever trying to say that.
I get that. I get that. No, I understand that. But it was just like, it was a talking point between me and my fellow Mexicans. Is like, Black Lives Matters, and then we thought about ourselves, and especially here in like the Southwest, in Mexico, and Texas, Arizona, Los Angeles. Is like, what about us as Mexicans? Like, does our life not matter? Because we've also been prosecuted in the same sense of like how black folks have, is we've been disproportionately antagonized towards Caesar Ravine. Oh, okay. Where Dodger Stadium is. Right. There was 12 Mexican families who lived there. They were all displaced. When I say 12 Mexican families, you think about that. Multiply 12 by 4. Right. That's a huge amount of people. 48. But that's just 4 people. That's just parents and 2 children. But that, no. It wasn't just 2 parents, 2 children. It was like 2 parents and like 8 other people, give or take. You know what I mean? Yeah. They displaced close to like 50 to like 70 people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just to make way for a baseball stadium. Right. Think about that. Yeah. We displaced 80 people for a baseball stadium. Yes. And like that happens all the time, not just here in Los Angeles, but like Atlanta, like in Miami, every part of the world, every part of the country. Lucy, chill. Every part of the world we do that.
It's, what's the weirdest part to me too? It's like, why?
What do you mean? What?
Like,
Why? What?
Like, why have white people historically done so much to like keep brown and black people down, right? Like, why? Like, for what reason? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to protect your interest, like you as a person, but like when you're like I'm going for me and everybody who looks like me, like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's one thing to be corrupt.
Like you. That's not you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not your cousin. That's just some guy. Why are you looking out for everybody that looks like you? Why? Like, in this country where you are already doing great, because y'all have been doing great the whole time. Like, why would you keep shitting on everybody? You know what I mean? Like, why did they do these things? Like, it's bizarre to me. Like,
yeah, I get that, but like
I don't want to stand in nobody's way for anything. I don't.
I get that.
Like, for what? Fucking, you can be anything. You want to? You trying to do something good? Let's go.
Just do good. Be
Let's
good.
get it. Yeah.
I mean,
you good at it? Let's do it, man.
Amen.
You got a good heart. You got a good mind. You got good intentions. All right, let's give it a shot.
I feel that.
It's so weird to be like, nah, I don't like them because
Well, I find racism so funny to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't hate anyone based off being white, black, I don't hate anyone just because they're anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate people because of the things they've done to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if someone's done me dirty, if someone's done, like, said some shit behind my back, like, I'm going to say some shit about that person.
Right.
It doesn't matter they're white, black, Asian, Mexican, no matter what the fuck they are. It's like, for me, it's more about the person. But, like, I've never been in a situation where I hate, like, I never really truly understand racism, because I know a lot of good black people, I know a lot of bad people, I know a lot of good white people, I know a lot of good black people, I know good Mexican, I know good black, Asians, doesn't matter what race, creed, color, don't matter what the fuck you are. It's like, I know a lot of goods and a lot of bads, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
that's just how the spectrum of humans are.
Yep.
I feel like I don't judge anyone on who they are, where they're from. I judge them on the actions that they have displayed upon me.
Right.
Because, like, I've never been in a situation where I've hated someone just because they're black, white, or Asian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation. I've hated someone because they're an asshole.
Yeah, that.
You know what I mean? It's because they've been a dick to me. It's like, all right, did you really need to be that type of person towards me? Like, fuck you.
So let me switch the subject
Go
for
ahead.
a little bit.
Go ahead.
So this new abortion thing, right?
Oh, Roe versus Wade?
Roe versus Wade overturned.
Go ahead.
So the joke I was going to do tonight was that, ladies, not enough of us are getting pussy to give a fuck about your abortion rights. Like, the truth of the matter is, they're all fucking the top 10, 20% of dudes.
Fair enough.
And they talk a lot of shit about guys on the internet. They're not fucking them. They tell us we're stupid, we ain't shit.
But they only fucking the same fucking 10.
But then you expect us to run to the polls to support you there? You could have used that little dick energy in the fucking voting booth, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you
could have used it, huh? Like, you're not fucking these guys. You're not making it their problem.
Mm.
So why would they think to get up and go vote for you? Like even if they agree, they're not motivated to go vote. Because it doesn't affect them. Because you're not giving us and me myself, you're not giving us
and them any pussy.
You're not giving us enough pussy, like not enough, like to where it's really gonna affect my life.
I feel that.
Like,
I'm a full agreement of abortion.
Like, yeah, Drake needs to get out there and vote.
Yeah,
like,
him and his whores.
Yeah. Future needs to be the first nigga at the room.
But
Nick
you know
Cannon,
what? I ain't Future, I ain't Drake.
Like, I'm lucky to get some pussy.
I'm lucky if I get pussy once every 6 months.
And at this age, I'm not doing abortions. Like, if I'm fucking you and we get to pregnant, like, you having it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. Like,
yeah.
This is the last chance I got, bitch.
Yeah, so, exactly. The age range, too. So, you talking about men over 40, definitely don't give a fuck. Right? We're done. Our abortion days are done. They're behind us. Fucking. So you need to get dudes
from the 20s, 18
to 40.
More like 15 to 40.
But you won't fuck them, and you rather be a fucking around with fucking all the fucking Reggies with Gucci belts and shit like that, and dudes with boats and all this.
Let's fucking say Reggies.
Yeah, Reggies, Ray Rays, and
Ray,
Chads and fucking Dylans. And all these motherfuckers that, like, you know,
Dylan's
are fucking cool and they got this, that, and the other, but
they got daddy's money.
Right. It's a small group of them that y'all are all giving the pussy to. And they're the only ones dealing with the issue. Mm-hmm. And they also ain't going to vote. Mm. But if you was giving the fucking pussies the feels and these other dudes who are just dying for some of your time, they go out and vote.
I vote. I voted. Did you vote this last midterms?
Listen, I voted in the presidential election.
So you only voted for months, for years?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I only voted for president because the chick that I was fucking was like really on my ass about voting. Like was really on my ass about it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll go do it.
Hey, I will say this: I did vote in the last midterms, and I always vote in the midterms. Because I'm that type of motherfucker. Yeah. Like, I'm always in politics. I'm always listening to politics. And, like, that's just who I am. Like, you have to be, like...
You know what? Suck some dick for the vote.
Suck some dick for the vote.
You want the dudes to go out there and vote? Fucking go tell a guy.
Give some dick. Give some mouth for the vote.
If you fucking fill out this ballot and I see you and you mail it in, I'll take your dick.
New slogan. Throat for the vote. Throat for the vote. Throat for the vote. Throat. I am
taking that on stage. So
you want to take it?
I'm taking that.
You can take it. You can take it.
This is the whole premise.
Throat for the vote. Throat for the vote.
Throat for the vote.
Throat for the vote.
If you want him to vote, fill out his ballot form.
Mm-hmm. And give him the throat.
Suck his dick and say, all you gotta do is hand this in, my man. And
problem
solved, bitches. But nah, y'all don't want to work for it. Y'all don't want to work. You just want to talk shit about us and expect us to do what you want. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's not how politics works. That crown put you down. Lucy, you supposed to be a service dog. Go get his meds.
She's the farthest thing from.
Yeah, she's like, I don't do shit for the homies.
Nah, she just makes sure she don't do shit. She just sit there. She's like, if I die, you know what she gonna do? She gonna she gonna go to sleep. Yeah. She's like, oh, we gonna sleep right now. Like, all she do is she sleep. She's a sleepy ass bitch.
But yeah, bro, like, so that's what I'm working on. This bit about like them like expecting the most from us, but not doing anything.
Throat for the vote.
Throat for the vote. And I think you just helped me find the end of it.
The tagline.
The tag, yeah. Throat for the vote.
Throat for the vote. But you know what? It is what it is. Like, I respect the ones right there.
They could get anything they wanted passed if they did that. Honest to God. Honest to God. Because
what about the gay man?
Okay.
There's not enough gay men, you're saying?
They're not, and they're already friends anyway, so they're fucking get them to vote regardless. But dude, if you think about it, a chick brought a ballot in here and said, "All I need you to do is write your name and go take it to the place, and once you do that, I'm gonna suck the fucking skin off your dick." Are you gonna argue with her? No. You are going to turn that motherfucker in. It's the truth.
I'm just gonna let it happen. Just like, alright, I'm gonna put my legs up, put my hands back on my head.
You're gonna trust what's in that envelope. Yeah. You're going to trust it. You're not gonna care, especially non-voters.
90% of, I'm gonna say this, like 70% of people in the county don't vote. At least.
Exactly. So girls, if you want them to vote, fill the ballot out for them, suck the dick,
and just put it in the mail for them. Because honestly. You know what? We should just have a ballot harvesting at the fucking strip club.
Straight up.
Like, honestly, I'll be fair. Like,
they could get anything they wanted passed, bro. If they moved as a unit. If they moved.
But you know what? Women are too decisive.
It's not that they don't like us. They don't like.
They like us, and they don't like themselves.
Yes, they hate men because it takes so little for them to make us happy, and they resent us for it.
I mean, to make a man happy does not take that much. Like, 90% of us, like, just so long as you just let us be, suck our dick, and let us play Madden, we're good. We're good. Just let us smoke our weed. Let us fucking play Madden.
Job's done.
Hey, let us come like once a week. We're good.
Job's done.
We just need pussy. Man needs pussy minimum
twice a week. I'll kill people.
I actually say that about 3 weeks, 2 times a week.
Yeah, twice a week.
3 times a week.
2 to 3, right?
2 to 3. I say 3 times.
Yeah, I prefer, hell, of course.
I like to say pussy a day keeps a man's eye from wandering away.
We'll do so much for them.
Honestly, if that pussy is good enough, a man will do anything. A man will cook. A man will clean. A man will fucking fly to the goddamn moon for pussy.
We'll do
no matter. Just so long as it's worth it.
If it's the one we want, we'll do it.
Don't matter. Do not matter.
No, it definitely matters. I ain't gonna do it for just any pussy. Like, you know.
No, that's what I mean. Like, don't matter.
But if
it matters. It matters for the pussy. But once
it's
don't
her,
matter what she wants. She getting it. She getting it. Like a lot of I feel like a lot of women do and don't understand the fact that like a lot of men will do almost anything for a woman.
It's crazy. Like, what do you think a firefighter is, bitch?
What do you
What do you think a firefighter is?
What does that even mean?
It's a group of niggas that run into burning buildings so they can get pussy.
You mean is that your definition of firefighter? Motherfuckers just out here just getting pussy.
Women love firefighters.
I mean, they got their own calendar, but sure.
They fucking love them. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't fuck a firefighter too, but still.
Bro, they are a group of niggas willing to run into
a burning
building for the pussy residuals. Like, that's what that is. You don't see no women firefighters out here, dude.
My aunt was a woman firefighter.
Yeah?
One of my aunts
was.
Yes,
okay, so there's an anomaly for all fucking things, obviously.
Yeah. There's a few female
what do you think the percentage
but they're far from few between.
Exactly.
Honestly,
they ain't got to do it.
At best, I would say women firefighters like 2%. 2%? Maximum.
All right.
I'll put my money, maximum 2%.
Definitely under 5.
Definitely under 5% for women firefighters. Is this for America or is this for California?
America.
Look at percentage of female firefighters in America. That's what I would look. Jamie?
All it says less than 5%.
Alright, well, that's about right. Because it's a hard job. Like,
oh, shit. Okay, wait a minute.
What happened?
There are over 142,000 firemen currently employed in the United States.
142?
11.8% of all firemen are women.
11 point. That means there has to be about, say, 100, 10%.
75% are white.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Latinos 13%, blacks 6.6. Niggas is like, nope, I don't have to do all that for no pussy.
Well, I feel like in Los Angeles, 75% of like firefighters and police officers is Latinos. Yeah. Police officers and firefighters, which makes sense because
11%
in Hawaii. Quick Hawaii jokes. 75% of all firefighters in Hawaii come from St. Louis. If you're from Hawaii, you get that joke. That's a Hawaii joke.
All right. So I keep getting all these conflicting reports about how many fucking firefighters there are that are women.
Are women?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the lower end.
I do too. I'm seeing 11.
Like I've only seen one female firefighter, and that was my aunt.
Yeah. I'm 42. I ain't never met one a day in my life. I've also never met an NBA. No, I've seen an NBA player, but never met one.
I mean, I've seen 12 NBA players, but they were on the court.
No, that don't count. Like, everyday life, them niggas are rare. It's like you gotta think. It's fucking 32 teams. Or is it
with 12 players per team?
Yeah.
32
let's say 15 per team. Let's count the bench guys. So I'm talking about 450 people. 30 times 40 times 15 is 450, bro. I got the math.
I'm not gonna check.
Yeah, it's
like, I'm just gonna assume he got it right. So it's 420 people a year.
Yeah.
A year. This doesn't include the people who are and aren't in the NBA. Because you know what's funny? I went to college and two of my best friends were both 6'8". One was this little Scottish white boy. This other was black dude.
Yeah.
Both 6'8". None of them could play basketball.
Right, bro. It's a lot to make it to the NBA, man.
Bro, like just being tall don't mean shit.
No.
Because that black dude who was 6'8", that motherfucker couldn't even walk straight. Like that motherfucker couldn't even walk without tripping. Like, you know what I mean? So like, it takes a lot to be 6'8".
They do.
You know what I mean? Like,
long
that's legs. Distance. Like, goddamn.
From hip to toe. But yeah, like, bro. So yeah, you don't see women firefighters because they don't need to be firefighters to like make themselves valuable.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Like men, like to make yourself valuable, like you may have to run into a burning building to prove yourself. Like, you know, like you may have to go to war You may have to learn the slam dunk. You know what I mean? Like you may have to, like you have to do so many things to prove your worth as a man. Whereas a woman, it's like just be kind of cute.
Be kind of cute.
Yeah.
And fun, nice.
And
just be nice. Honestly, you know what was a big thing for men is we just like women who are nice to us.
Straight up.
If you're nice to us, we will accept a lot more of your faults. Like, it is so long as you're nice. Like, if you're just nice, you treat us well, you don't yell at us, we will like, treat you well, you know what I mean? Like, I prefer a woman who's like, there's so many women I've met in my life who are just too aggressive.
Really?
You know what I mean? And it's like, they're so aggressive, like, I just don't want to know you.
No, I don't want to say no names.
Don't say no names.
There's like
a few women.
There's a comic.
A woman. Just say a woman.
All right.
There's a woman.
And but she is like, she just, like, everything about her just says train wreck.
White woman?
No, she's brown. And, you know, she does shows. And it's just like, yo, like, if you just
relax.
Yeah, like, you could do so good for yourself. You're small. You don't have no fat on you. Like, you know, like, there's a lot of dudes out here who will go to the end of the earth for you. Like, all you got to do is relax, baby, and not.
But you know, they're not looking for a dude. They're not looking for that type of dude. They're looking for the type of dude that will go, like, above and beyond, like, do more than just that for them. You know what I mean?
But they're out there.
They are out there, but there's far from few between. Far.
Yeah, you just have to be hotter and hotter to get that. That's all.
Hot, crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How old is this dog? This dog really want to tussle.
She's feisty right now. I don't know why she's feisty right now. Hey, Lucy, come here.
How old is Lucy?
4. But
Okay.
she's usually not this feisty. She's feisty today.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's feisty today. Why is she feisty? Oh, fuck you. Because we're talking about bitches, that's why. We're talking about bitches. She's like, oh, we're talking about her.
I love women.
I was, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
I still don't say this for the podcast, but I had to say, and I had to tell Lucy when I leave. I said, Lucy, remember, you're a bitch, not a pussy. So don't be a pussy, bitch.
Man, well, it's been fun. I gotta cut this short.
Well, I mean, it's been long, my friend.
It's been like 2-3 hours.
It's been an hour and 41 minutes so far.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's been in general.
Hey, appreciate you, Blaize.
No, thank you. I appreciate you for coming on.
I want to do it again.
Yes, please. Let me know when you're free. You can come through. We're gonna record another one soon.
Yeah.
But not too soon for the people.
Yeah, let's do it for the culture.
And
I love ladies. Like, don't get it twisted. Ladies.
Don't get it. No. I love women. I don't love bitches.
I'm the dude that goes to the end of the earth. It's me. Yeah. I'm the one simping. It's literally me.
Yeah,
like,
I feel that. I
talk shit, but I'm really out here simping for y'all.
The non-simping podcast.
This is my time to, like, exhale. Okay, just let me let me just talk my shit.
We'll call this the tea-sipping podcast.
Yeah, like, let me talk my shit and simp on the low. And they're like, that's not good enough, Phil. All right, it's fine. All right,
whatever. Fuck them bitches. But yeah, I think this is the blazing recording. Go.